In late 2023, SpaceX concluded the year with a significant double test of the upcoming Starship mega-rocket booster and its accompanying spacecraft on September 29. The test, involving the firing of engines on both the massive Starship and Super Heavy rocket stages, took place at SpaceX's testing facility in Boca Chica, Texas. This dual test was conducted as part of the preparations for the third launch test of the Starship system, anticipated to occur in early 2024. While SpaceX is eager to proceed with the Flight 3 test, the exact timing remains uncertain. The company is awaiting a launch license from the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, which is currently investigating the second flight. The FAA is expected to withhold the license for Flight 3 until the ongoing investigation concludes and SpaceX implements any necessary corrective actions, if deemed necessary. The SpaceX Falcon 9 booster, which completed its 19th mission, was destroyed after it toppled over on the drone ship during its journey back to Port Canaveral. The incident was caused by adverse weather conditions, including high winds and waves. Notably, this particular booster, identified as B-1058, bore NASA's logos as it marked its debut launch, Demo 2, which was the first crewed orbital spaceflight launched from the US since the shuttle program. B-1058 held the record for the highest number of reflights within the fleet. Over a span of 3.5 years, B-1058 successfully launched 2 astronauts, more than 860 satellites, and a payload weighing 260 tons into orbit. Despite the loss of the booster, SpaceX plans to salvage the Merlin engines for use in future missions. The Juno mission by NASA has provided captivating new images of Jupiter's moon, Io, showcasing its lava-covered surface. These high-quality pictures were captured during the closest flyby of Io by a spacecraft in decades. The Juno spacecraft, initially planned to approach approximately 1,500 kilometers from Io's surface, took these images, which were released by NASA on Saturday. The photos reveal a silhouetted, dusty red sphere marked by large grayish volcanoes, sparking admiration among astronomers and sky enthusiasts online. Some describe the images as magnificent and beautiful. The JunoCam Imager, a public engagement tool capable of capturing visible light color images, was responsible for taking these pictures. NASA mentioned that the imager has been affected by radiation during the mission, diminishing its performance. Since 2016, Juno has been investigating Jupiter and its surroundings, including Io, known as the most volcanic world in the solar system. Scientists at NASA aim to leverage the information gathered from this recent flyby, along with previous observations, to gain further insights into the volcanic activity on this turbulent moon. Japan's SLIM spacecraft has successfully entered lunar orbit, marking a significant achievement in the country's quest for its inaugural moon landing. The Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, confirmed that the robotic SLIM moon lander reached lunar orbit on Christmas Day as scheduled. This milestone positions SLIM on track for its planned lunar touchdown on January 19, a venture that could make Japan the 5th nation to achieve a successful soft landing on the moon. Currently, only the Soviet Union, the US, China, and India have accomplished this feat. The SLIM spacecraft, measuring 2.7 meters in length, was launched on September 6 alongside XRISM, a potent X-ray space telescope. While both Japanese spacecraft initially entered Earth orbit, XRISM remains in orbit around our planet. In contrast, SLIM departed Earth's gravitational influence on September 30, embarking on an energy-efficient route towards the Moon. Assuming all goes as planned, SLIM aims to deploy 2 miniprobes to the lunar surface after landing. These subsidiary craft will capture images, assist the mission team in monitoring SLIM's status, and serve as an independent communication system for direct contact with Earth. NASA astronauts have begun a test of SpaceX's Starship elevator, a crucial component for future moon landings under the Artemis program. The astronauts, Nicole Mann and Doug Wheelock, donned spacesuits to simulate conditions of a moon mission during the test. SpaceX has been chosen by NASA to construct the spacecraft for upcoming Artemis missions to the Moon. The Starship Human Landing System, HLS, by SpaceX is designed to transport 2 astronauts from the Orion spacecraft in lunar orbit to the Moon's surface, function as their habitat during the 1-week stay on the Moon, and then launch them back to Orion. The planned execution of these missions is set for later in the decade, contingent on successful implementation. The recent test focused on a mock-up of the lander's elevator, which will be instrumental in moving equipment and crew between the spacecraft and the lunar surface. The astronauts, in spacesuits, simulated the challenges of mobility and work in the lunar environment. NASA's Artemis 3 mission, part of the broader initiative to return humans to the Moon for the first time since the Apollo program, is tentatively scheduled for December 2025. However, potential delays to 2027 are being considered due to challenges in the development of SpaceX's HLS and spacesuits by Axiom Space, as Starship has yet to reach space after 2 launch attempts. After spending 2 years in space, the James Webb Space Telescope has uncovered a puzzling anomaly in our understanding of the cosmos. Almost a century ago, Edwin Hubble revealed the universe's expansion, leading to the concept of the Big Bang. However, in the last decade, discrepancies in the rate of the universe's expansion, known as the Hubble constant, have emerged depending on the observed regions. On its 2nd anniversary since launch, the James Webb Space Telescope has provided precise observations that accentuate this inconsistency, challenging the established cosmological model. The implications of these new findings have sparked intense debates among scientists, as they contemplate the need for new physics to either modify or replace the existing 40-year-old theory. As 2023 comes to an end, the X-37B spaceplane of the U.S. Department of Defense embarked on its OTV-7 mission, launching atop a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket named USSF-52. This marked the 5th Falcon Heavy flight of the year, and the 9th overall, taking off from the Kennedy Space Center on December 28. The launch was postponed from December 11 due to a ground-side issue, and the Falcon Heavy was returned to its hangar on December 14. Although SpaceX didn't provide specific details about the delay, sources suggest that at least one engine had to be replaced on the Falcon Heavy rocket. Despite this, a second static fire test was deemed unnecessary, enabling SpaceX to reschedule the mission for December 28. Approximately 8.5 minutes after liftoff, the Falcon Heavy side boosters returned to landing zone at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The re-entry into the atmosphere produced sonic booms audible to onlookers. While the specific payloads of the spaceplane remain undisclosed, the mission serves as an opportunity for NASA to gather insights into the effects of extended space travel on humans. There were no astronauts on board the flight, but NASA included a follow-up to its RADSEED-1 and RADSEED-2 experiments as part of the mission.